Okay, so we're just gonna get right on into this. I'm doing some shiny hunting for Pokemon Legends ZA, and if I get it done real quick, or if the shiny decides to be nice, we'll just go ahead and do some more hunting searches and whatnot. So hello, welcome back for more of this. And we're just going to be running back and forth until we get a shiny. This will probably be its own separate thing because... Yay! That's really, really funny. Now the question is... Ooh. A moon ball would be really nice. Okay, so it's going to be made into a Gallade then. Alright. And since I still have this many calories ready, good for me. Now, I really, really badly want a female shiny Ralts. So the fact that we just got that is kind of a good thing to come. Let's see if we can get lucky again. Gotta love successful shiny hunts immediately in the first minute of the session. Definitely want to get the female shiny in a moon ball as well. It is a 50-50 that we get it female as a shiny, so I guess that's a bit uplifting. Curlia. I kind of want to delete those these guys. Again, it is 2 rolls extra for level 2 on the shiny power. So my effective chance of getting a shiny again is 1 in about 650, just as a reminder. Because yes, I do have the shiny charm, so that immediately gives me 3 extra rolls, but the rolls worked weirdly with the more of a buff you have. So glad to have gotten that out of the way. And I think I have a build for Gallade that could actually work. I don't need Curlia here. curious if these Slowpoke are inhibiting the spawns. Maybe I'll get lucky again. I really don't like that there's Curlia that's spawning over there. Because if I scare them off, that actually prevents me from getting that spawn for a moment. And I don't have encounter power up on this. So when we get down to roughly 80 calories left over, we'll do a reset. Reload of the save, or whatever you want to call it. That is if we don't find another shiny Ralts, but again, I want it female shiny. Never lucky. I say as I literally just got a shiny. I just got done recording an episode of Minecraft. You'll probably see this a while later. Alpha Curlia. And I've got so many plans. Like, for Minecraft in general, I've got so many plans. It's like even being late into a series by the time this goes up. Respawn everybody. I gotta start thinking about big builds for Minecraft. I'm saying this as I'm recording this specific thing all the way back in the end of December. Honestly, this could probably be on the back end of my survival Minecraft run. Just as a stopgap thing. But I have so much stuff coming out for y'all. It's actually crazy. At least I would think. These two routes didn't reset. It does sort of suck if you get too close and they actually notice you, because that keeps them within the render distance, and that's no bueno if you're shiny hunting, because you can't respawn that specific Pokemon unless you go way far away. Almost getting to our first reset here. To say I'm liking the music of the hyperspace distortions, but kind of finding it hard to balance the audio in my headphones with what you're probably hearing in the game. After I get done with this session of shiny hunting, I'm gonna boot my survival world for Minecraft back up. And I'm gonna do some stuff. That is a sign. Okay. So let's begin resetting everybody again. I wonder if it helps moving the camera still. It was like in Scarlet Violet, there was some breakable thing that you could do with the camera. I don't know if they patched that in this or not. Never really used that method for shiny hunting. Starting to feel a little like my Pokemon stuff is excessive. The funny thing is about that shiny Ralts, that specific one that we just got, that's going to be the New Year's shiny. For my my TikTok and Shorts videos. I'd still genuinely laugh hard if we actually get it in this one session. I swear shiny Pokemon are really rare. But there are methods to potentially make them easier to find. And if it involves running into corners to despawn things and respawn them, that's easy enough for me to do. Too many Curlias. Alright, so now I'm back up to my 5 spawn. No dice. It takes far too long for a Pokemon to spawn back in when you catch it or scare it away. But that is what encounter power is for. Genuinely, shiny Ralts or shiny Curlia, I would be much more offended if it was a Curlia and it was female, but that would dictate whether I save before it again or not, and start, like, saves coming to actually get the catch. Okay. Run off, please. Thank you. Didn't run off far enough. I guess I do have a little something interesting to talk about. So my neck has been giving me problems recently. I got a fancy little neck pillow, and I'm wearing it right now, and my neck feels comfy. Not sure if it's gonna help too much, but I'm still glad I have it, so I can lean back and I can screw with my posture, and hopefully it'll actually sit well. I'm still of the opinion on the math of this. It is 1 in 650-ish per Pokemon seen, this including the ones that are just continuously loaded in. Too many Alpha, and too many Curlia. So, effectively, I am now way over odds, because I've seen more than... Oh, I guess that respawns those ones too. Strange. Might need to get rid of that Alpha Slowpoke now. And I have to make sure I can see all 5 of the Ralts spawns before I go. Just don't really know the trigger stuff. Ugh. So I get 6 spawns in that area? Okay. Interesting. worried about that alpha walking over here and just screaming at me. Let's just not. Okay. I hope defeating that alpha didn't screw up my save stuffs. We didn't even look at the Pokemon, did we? That's funny. It's a medium. It's got a good speed IV as well. Alright. So it's 4, and I'm missing 2 spawns in that area currently. Popping a question to y'all. What's your favorite shiny Pokemon of all time? If you're so inclined to pick favorites. Drop a comment if you're willing to share. Drop a like for shiny Ralts and for good luck. I will give it right back if you drop a comment as well. Shiny female Ralts, please. I'm curious if I have any other Pokeballs that would match a shiny female Ralts better. Pretty sure I have yet to evolve any of my shiny Pokemon either. Like, I really want to evolve the Dratini that I got. I think I'm good on Dawnstone, so I can make the little Ralts into a Gallade. I don't think it's going to be a problem to raise up the Fletchling that I got. kind of want to... I really want to get a shiny female Delphox. I'm genuinely curious about some of the shiny megas, but I have yet to even go online to do online battles in this game. It's something about them that really just scares the living crap out of me. I don't know why, I guess I don't like battling online. It's worse because it's real-time stuff. And if you get people that lag, oh man, you're not going to be getting too far. At least that's my impression of Switch Online from Mario Kart and all that. For the record, this is way after any of my Mega Dimension DLC stuff is going on. As far as, like, just starting it in early January. So if this goes up before all that, I'm gonna be way ahead of what you're seeing, in all likelihood. What else can I talk about for relevant plans? Definitive Edition is still flat out going to take a year minimum if I go scenario by scenario like I've been doing for the series. And if there's like 30-something story scenarios, then that'll take 30 weeks right there. When I get through the story of that game, though, all that content is going to be moved to a miscellaneous day. Gotta figure out some more scheduling stuff. If a shiny Metatite or Metacham shows up, I'm going to pass on it. Because those aren't shinies that I'm looking for, plus they aren't buffed. Same deal with a Slowpoke over here. Unless it was like instantaneous when I reload or something. Okay. I still am reeling from how quickly we got that first shiny Ralts if we get a second one soon. I wish that bush was not there in the middle of that area. It's making it a lot harder to see stuff. Because there's 6 spawns instead of 5 like I was thinking. I'm gonna have to go farther in to see them, unless if it's a Curlia. I don't know how many more resets I'm going to be able to do for tonight, but... Two, three, four... 5, 6... Still a Curlia, gotta love it. Yeah, when I have the time, I'm gonna do a full shiny hunting session. Like multiple hours. 1, 2, 3, 4. It gives me about a 10-minute window to hunt every time I go back into this, so I suppose that's fine. I was standing on nothing, yay. So we start with these 4 spawns as usual. And these 6 slowpoke. Technically, if I go far enough, I can also hunt that shiny slowpoke. Again, it has to be instantaneous if I'm gonna go for a catch on it. What's a game in my list that I really want to record? I'm actually super excited to get to Dragon Quest Builders 2. Of course, that's a while out from now, but... that game is so much better than Dragon Quest Builders 1. It's actually insane. Pretty sure there's more than double the new blocks. You can actually run, and you get a really big canvas and higher world space to build your creations. And generally, all around, it's just a more fun experience, I think. I'm really sad that they haven't made a Dragon Quest Builders 3 yet. But we are getting Pokopia. It might already be out by the time this video comes out, unless if I decide to release this on the back end of my Minecraft survival playthrough. I'm going to keep mentioning that until it actually sticks in my brain, and thusly yours. I love the sort of mind-numbing repetition of shiny hunting in this regard. Running back and forth to reset the spawn, see if you get lucky. I still honestly wish these Curlia would stop showing up. Like, yeah, I can see them through the bushes, but I just want Ralts. Shiny female, please. Oh, stop yawning, self. Really haven't been going for too long. Imagine being able to zone out of hyperspace. That would be so funny. Luckily, when I go out of here, I'll be able to get that moon ball back that I missed. I don't know what else goes good in a moon ball. I still really want to get a shiny Metagross or anything in its evolutionary line. Just, I wish it would not be so finicky and hard to catch. We're almost to 40 minutes here. 100% successful session, opening up with a shiny, but it'll be even more if we actually ended up ending with another shiny, and it actually being the one that I want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's 6? Okay. If I would have ran in there and scared it off, that would have been the end of it. Getting max spawns, I mean. Alright, 40 minutes on the dot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I hate it when they hide behind those buildings. Makes it very, very difficult to spot them. think I probably have time for one or two more of these, and that should get us to about an hour of playtime. Maybe a little over. I still find the fun part about this is because of my save, I can literally just quit out of the game and just not play on it until my next session arises. Two, three, four, five. Yeah, looking more likely to be just one more reset because of my timing right now. I will try to squeeze two in, but if it's between 10 and 12 minutes apiece, that's kind of like, Okay. Almost there. I need to have something. Mint chocolate. It's really good. It'll keep me going for a little bit longer. I just remembered I still need to look into the replay mod for Minecraft. As of recording this, I don't have that installed. I don't know what much better it would do, but I could probably do something free cam with it in order to record time lapses and whatnot. I think I might see about doing uncommentated sessions where I just do generally the off-screen stuff that I would normally do on-screen to a much lesser extent. Say like creating little builds or things to help my playtime out and just show you what I'm doing when I'm AFKing. Like, that's simply enough put an automatic fishing farm. I thought I saw something moving. Nope. I gotta sit down and record more hardcore Minecraft at this point. Because I haven't really done anything since I got going on my survival world. God, they're all curlias. So generally, it seems around 1560 on my calorie meter. That's when all of the spawns are back for the Ralts. That's good to know. What's another Ralts? And no Perino once again. What else is there to talk about? I think I'd be more than fine just doing Minecraft on a loop for a while. Like, even if I have to, like, force myself to recollect literally everything in a new world. I wonder if adventure maps and fun little minigame things would catch your eyes. Of course, YouTube is weird about a bunch of things now. I'm not sure if the algorithm would catch it on there. But again, I'm recording this way ahead of schedule, so I don't know where I'm going to be in a few months. As far as, like, support goes. Yeah, after this, I think I have one more that I can do, and that's it. Oh! Well, that's cool. I need to see if it's a female. It's another male. Darn. Do I want to keep that or no? Yeah, I'm not gonna keep that one. We're gonna do the last reset now. Yeah, I really, really want a female shiny Ralts. It auto-saved. It auto-saved after I caught the shiny. I forgot. So I'll have to deal with that then. Shucks. I guess I have 2 shiny Ralts now. Is that another one? No. I was gonna say, it looked blue for a minute. I almost really got a wake-up call there. Well, with this new development, I believe I can, if I do another reset, I can skulk away and quickly save when I'm still in the 650 range. We can just do more consistent resets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's 5? I have to be careful getting away from the Curlia, otherwise they will never respawn for me. Well, at least I'll have content. So for those out there with the autosave function, apparently you are forced to keep things that you catch. I did not know that, nor was I aware that it autosaves as soon as you catch something like that. So that's my B. Please just give me one more. Well, I can do a few more resets now that all of this is, like, done. I guess we could probably check what that one is, but I need to get away from these routes first without scaring that Curlia over there. The Curlias. Okay. Why am I getting the female stuff here? Like, I would gladly run either of these as a Guardy if they were female, but they're both male. So I'm forced into evolving them both into Gallade. And running Adamant and Jolly. Because that seems to be the best course of action with those two. I'm just like, part of me completely refuses to work with male routes, like going to Gardevoir. I knew that that's what it was like in Gen 3. But I'm just like, no thanks anymore. And note to self, if it's another male Ralts shiny, do not catch. Because of autosave reasons. You're not able to turn off the autosave either. In this game at least, in others you can. Second alpha that's shown up. Alpha shiny female Ralts, anybody? kind of wish there was a faster mode of transport. Every time I warp to that hyperspace hole, it autosaves as well, so I can't do that either. I'd love to have like a bike or something in here, but I suppose they thought the run speed was quick enough. But you also don't get any ride Pokemon, so... Some more Ralts. I also want to get a female shiny Eevee down the line. I gotta turn that shiny Eevee that I got into Umbreon. Instead of gold rings, it has blue rings and gold eyes. So it's really pretty shiny. I don't like how shiny Espeon looks. Just being like a really deep green. Really does not work for that Pokemon. If the shiny was like a deep purple, that would be outstanding. But instead it's green. And Flareon is like pale, Jolteon's also green, Vaporeon is pink. Leafeon looks a little wilted. Glaceon, we all know what that's like. Just really pale colors. Pale colors look really bright colors. I have no idea. Sylveon is really pretty. It's like rainbow colors. I still gotta do my next special scan. Been preoccupied with this, though. I can leave if I get a female shiny Ralts. I do not care what stature it is. I just want a female. Flip the coin how many times? twice for this Pokemon and it rolled heads twice. Again, these Slowpoke are getting really annoying. I'm aware, game. Or like 2 more of these, this one being number 1 of 2. Let's get it moving. I'm gonna come back for another session of this later on. Make sure number 5 was spawned. Always number 5 that decides to not be right where it should be, which is out in the open. Still almost done. If it auto-saves after picking up an item, then we're just going to be flat out done. Good. Must always make sure they despawn. Yeah, I'm gonna do at least one more session of this shiny hunting stuff for Ralts, because I'm like zoned in on getting one of these. At least I have two catches that I can put up for the TikTok. Not wanting a second shiny male. That'll be fun. It is technically back to back, but because they were in the same video. Still need to go out and grind for a bunch of other donuts. This might be close. Last one for the night, because I'm effectively out of time now. Hopefully 650 calories will be enough to actually get a shiny to appear in a catchable time frame. I really hate it when I can't see where things are. You know, that's another thing I want to do. I need to sit down and do some Kingdoms and Castles. I'm thinking small build with plenty of rival kingdoms. That would be the most fun thing that I could do. I can build super fortified base if I so chose. That game remains poorly optimized though, so I will have to probably downscale, like not record at 4K for that game. Because it takes a lot of CPU resources to actually run it proper, especially when you get going really, really well on it. Alright, last check of the night. Alright. That'll do it for this episode of shiny hunting stuff. So I'll be back for another round of this in the next one. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, and bye 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 bye.